Closing tools for marketing. Customers are going to tell you that they have the best coverage. Now, the way we could overcome this objection is simply by asking, by investigating, by qualifying, and determining what type of information do they know. First of all, what do they mean by the best coverages? What coverages do they have? What knowledge do they have as far as their coverages and their limits? All of this is very important because you're going to use that information to have them question their knowledge on the coverages, the limits, or just even the categories of coverages that they have. So what I want you to do is I want you to throw some questions out there, some qualifying questions to determine what type of situation do they have. So for instance, you would ask, what type of coverages do you have? Do you have liability? Do you have 15, 30, and 5? Do you have an insured motorist? Do you have comprehensive and collision? What deductible do you have? Do you have $1,000 deductible? Does your policy offer roadside? Does it offer rental? Does it offer higher limits of liability? So you're simply going to ask them questions to test their ability or to test their knowledge on their policy. Now, let me give you two scenarios a little bit more in detail on how we're going to use that information that they give us. So for instance, for liability, you're going to ask them, what coverages do they have? Or what coverages do you have? They're going to tell you, I have the basic. Okay, so you have basic liability. Perfect. How much are you paying a month? They're going to tell you $70. $70 a month. And just out of curiosity, are you paying $70 a month for 15, 30, and 5? First of all, if they know the limits, they're going to tell you yes. So tell them, wow, that's ridiculous. That's a lot of money for 15, 30, and 5. $70 for basic liability, that's ridiculous. So you're going to plant the seed that they're paying too much. Now, when you ask them, do you have 15, 30, and 5? They may not even know what that is. So they're going to tell you, I'm not so sure. You're going to tell them, wow, first of all, $70 for 15, 30, and 5 is ridiculous. And second of all, they didn't even take the time to explain the limits of liability. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to help you. Why don't you give me an opportunity? First of all, $70 a month, I can guarantee you that I can set you up with higher limits of liability. So I can set you up with 25, 50, 25. Most likely I could add uninsured motorist, which is an additional coverage. This is a medium package, and even possibly even add rental or towing to your policy. So why don't you give me an opportunity? Now I know that you feel that you have the lowest rate, the lowest monthly payment, and the best coverages, but I can guarantee you, give me an opportunity and I can help you. Now, 99.9% of all the customers that I've helped have left 100% satisfied. 99.9% of the customers have left 100% satisfied. Simply because what I do, I go beyond expectations. I go the extra mile. See, I'm a professional. My job is to help you save money and to have the best coverage, but also to educate you, to give you all the information. So that's example number one. Example number two, let's just assume that they have comprehensive and collision. So you're going to tell them, what deductible do you have? Now, first of all, they may know, they may not know the deductible. Whatever deductible they have, ask them, how much are you paying? And then they're going to tell you, I'm paying $150. You're going to tell them $150 for a $1,000 deductible? Wow, that's insane. Matter of fact, 90% of our customers are qualifying for a good 110, 120, 130 for the same vehicle that you have with a lower deductible, roughly like a $500 deductible, which means in case of an accident, they're going to pay less money out of pocket. So the whole concept of asking them questions to investigate what type of knowledge they have, how much do they really know as far as their limits, coverages, and the benefits that the policy offers. You'll be amazed. They have no clue what they have. And if they have a clue of the coverages, you're still going to be able to add more coverages to make it seem a lot cheaper, to make it seem like the options that we have are more affordable with better coverages. So the whole concept of them having the best coverage, you're going to tell them, well, I could set you up with a lower rate and not double coverages. What do you think? How does that sound? Would you be happy? Would you be excited? Would you be motivated to give me an opportunity if I could help you save money and on top of that, double your coverages? So this closing tool is simply having them question their knowledge and the information that they know regarding their policy. And it also allows you to justify that we have 70 different companies and we should be able to find something more affordable with better coverages.